Hello.
Hi,
Hi guys,
how are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Doing well.
Awesome. So who's Chelsea and who's Charlie?
I'm Chelsea.
Hi, Chelsea.
I'm
Hi,
Charlie. Nice to
Charlie.
meet you.
Nice to meet you guys. So Chelsea, you are the veteran, correct?
Yes.
Well, thank you for your service. Lee and I actually really enjoy working with our veterans. We're partnered with Veterans United, as you know. That's how you guys found us.
Mhm.
And oh, there he is. Lee, your audio's connecting. There you go.
Hi, can you all see
Hello.
me?
Yes.
So Lee, this is
Sorry about that.
Chelsea and Charlie. Chelsea is on the right. Charlie is on the left. Chelsea has previously served in the military and found us through Veterans United, as you know. What's that?
Awesome. Thank you for your service. We love working for our veterans.
Thank you.
What branch were you in?
I was in the Navy.
Awesome. Yeah, it was submarine, boat.
Nice.
Yeah. No, you tell me. What were you?
Oh, submarine. I thought you were saying you were a Marine.
No, God, no. I wish.
No.
No.
I was stationed in Europe on shore. I was shore duty.
Okay, very cool. Well, we've had the pleasure of being able to help many Veteran United customers and members, and so glad that we could be here for you guys. I want to really take this time to get to an idea of where we're at, what we're trying to do, and talk about the process, and really have you walking away from here feeling good and educated. And that's what we're doing today. This is all about knowledge. We want to provide some knowledge to you guys and answer any questions you might have.
Okay.
Cool.
Thank you.
Awesome. So let me start with this. On a scale of 1 to 7, 7 being the highest, my lucky number, where would you say you guys are on your knowledge level of home purchasing?
Well, I'm pretty much zip, if we're gonna be honest.
Okay, please. Yeah, no, please
I'd
be
say-
honest. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'd say 2 or 3.
Yeah.
Okay.
I purchased
awesome.
a home in Georgia a couple years ago, but it was with my dad. And I think he did a lot of the work, but I picked up some stuff. So
Okay. Well, we want to make sure that, again, you're well educated. We walk you through the entire process. So let me ask you this first thing. I believe we saw, was that a timetable of Mayish? Was that correct? Or June?
April.
April. Oh, even better. Perfect. We need to
Yeah.
get moving for it. All right. So I saw the pre-approval. That was 5-ish, right? It was 500, maybe a little bit more, was it? Okay. Cool. Where are you guys renting now? What area are you in?
We're in
are you not even in
Henderson.
the area? I'm
Sorry. We're in Henderson, but we're hoping to move to Northwest Vegas, right?
Like Centennial,
Oh,
Sky Canyon
awesome.
area?
that'd be nice. I know they're nicer areas. And I work on base, so being north would be nice. But I know Centennial
Oh, nice.
gets a little pricey, so
Okay, so maybe like the Aliante area, is that more of what you're thinking?
I guess so. I mean, whatever, if we find something up north, anywhere north would be fine.
Okay.
So anywhere nice that's north and west.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah. Because I know north, you get north central and northeast, it's rougher. So I'd rather not, so
Gotcha.
Okay.
Understood.
Yeah.
And there's some really good communities, some newer stuff as well. And your price point is good. For example, we have one customer who I'm going to meet after this call. Their max is 385. So that really puts us in a small window. There's not a lot of opportunity. Getting that bump just to 500 is a very big difference. It's a game changer for you guys. How many, in terms of rooms and baths, what is important for you in a home together?
I'm sorry. We were hoping for a 3-bedroom and 2+ bathroom house.
Okay.
Like we would like a small yard because we've not had one yet, and we have a dog.
Okay.
So we walk every day. And a garage would be preferable as well. We like, yeah.
All of those will be no problem. No
Yeah.
problem in that price point. And we'll probably even be able to get you a good size yard or 4 bedrooms or 3+. Now we know the max is 5. That doesn't mean we need to go to 5, right?
No,
Our
we're
job-
actually Yeah, we're actually hoping to stay under 400.
Yeah,
That's
that
our
was my next
preference.
question. Did you talk to the lender about your different options at different price points and what number works best for you?
No,
Okay, so
I do
what I
not.
do suggest is getting back with Veterans United and running some numbers. What is my payment gonna look like at 400? What is my payment gonna look like at 450? And then we can backwards reverse search and make sure that the home that we choose for you guys is going to fit your budget. Because a
Mhm.
lot of times people will get these higher pre-approvals when yes, they can go up to 500, but in reality, you know, you have other things you need to pay for that aren't on your credit or weren't factored into your DTI. And then it really kind of puts you in a bind and you're like, but I love this house, but I'm overstretching. And, you know, we don't want you to do that. We want to make sure that you're comfortable. This is going to be your very first home purchase. We don't want you to overextend yourselves.
Yes,
Exactly.
thank you.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, our job is to get you the best home at the best possible price and put you in the best financial position we can. So, you know, in 3 years, when you want to sell and upgrade and get a second home as a investment, you come to us, right? So that's why,
Yeah.
you know, we want to make sure we're putting everyone in the absolute best position possible. So from a search standpoint and that price standpoint and where we're looking for, we're going to be good there. Now, when we do say, you know, here's what'll happen. So you'll be on a search, Lauren will set up for you. As a home comes on the market, it's going to hit your email. As soon as it hits the market, we're going to know it hit your email. And if it's a home you want to see, you let us know, text or email, whichever is easiest for you. Hey guys, we want to go check out this home. All right, well, what's your schedule? One of us or our showing assistant will show you the home and get you in. We're handling the negotiating and the inspection and the appraisal and all that stuff and making sure everything is kosher. That's the number one reason why you want us. But when we see a home we like, and you say, Lee, Lauren, we like this home. We want to, you know, we really want to put an offer. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to find out, okay, one, are there any other offers? 2, how long has it been on the market? 3, have they had any price cuts? 4, are they overpriced or where should we come in at? Okay. And so then we're going to say, listen, hey guys, here's where we think that your best option is or what we should come in at to start at. And let's go get you this home. And once we do that, just putting in an offer isn't binding, doesn't hold us to anything. So never be scared to pull the trigger to just submit the offer. It's not a problem for us to put the offer together for you. And once the offer is accepted, right, you got 3 days to make your escrow deposit, okay, which is, you know, 1,000 to 3,000, somewhere around there. Sometimes they want 1% of the purchase price, which could be 5,000, but rare, okay. And those monies will go towards any closing costs since you're zeroed down as a VA loan. Right?
Now, here's something that's happening in today's market is we often get those closing costs covered for you by the seller. So in the event that we do get those closing costs covered for you by the seller, since you are 0% down, the earnest money deposit that you put down, so let's say $3,500 to $4,000, that will actually be refunded to you at closing if we do get those closing costs covered by the seller. So we often get our veterans into homes for anywhere between $800 and $1,500 total. We get a lot of
thank you.
costs covered by the seller. So that's one of the really big benefits to purchasing in this type of market.
Yeah, if this was a year or 2 ago, you might have been toast. Because, you know, first of all, no one was taking a VA loan. Which they should, because it is one of the strongest loans that they could possibly, but they see no money down. So that's, you know, for some reason that scares uneducated realtors off. But on top of it, you would have to overpay, waive your appraisal, waive your inspection. We're getting sellers to play ball with us right now. So your timing couldn't be better. Our rates a little bit higher, sure, but they were, when it was 299, that was fantasy land, right? You know, they're not ridiculously high. They've actually gone down a little, and quite frankly, it's better than renting. And you date the rate, you marry the house, and you refi when you need to. And quite frankly, the norm has 6 and 7. You know, that's what the norm's been for years. So, anyways. So once we go ahead and put that offer in and it's accepted, right? You have we'll have 7 to 15 days, depending on what we agree to on your inspection. During your inspection, you cancel for any reason. So if anything comes up, we don't like it, if they won't fix it, or we just have a change of heart and want a different home, which I don't recommend. But during the open house, during the inspection period, you have the opportunity to pull out. and get your deposit back with no penalty.
Okay.
Okay, so you guys understand
I
this is what
freeze?
we call the due diligence
Did I
period,
freeze? I'm sorry, did I freeze?
a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
So the due diligence period, once we make an offer and the seller says, I'll accept your offer, the due diligence period is 10 days, is what we write into our contract for our clients. So during this time, we'll get the inspection done. We'll go over the different factors of the house, whether or not this home is actually for you. You have 10 days to actually decide. And for any reason, if you just see another house you like, or, you know, just change your mind altogether, you can get that earnest money deposit back. Now,
Okay.
if at any point during the contract after the due diligence period, you just decide this house isn't for me, the seller has the right to keep that deposit. And that's the whole purpose of actually giving them the deposit. Or if for whatever reason you go buy a car or start buying furniture for your house, by the way, don't do that without talking to the lender first. If
Yeah,
something
do
like
not
that happens
extend your
and you no
credit.
longer qualify, there's something called a loan contingency. So if you no longer qualify for the loan, in the event that that happens, you get your money back if you do it within the loan contingency period, which is anywhere between 21 and 24 days. Now, the other contingency in one of the buyer's contracts is the appraisal contingency. So say you make,
Sorry.
Sorry.
oh, what kind of dog do you have?
He's he's a rescue, so we're not entirely sure what all he is, but
We think he's a petty mix.
yeah.
Oh, okay, awesome.
He's
Okay,
quiet
so
until he hears somebody complain.
the appraisal period is, so the appraisal is something that the banks do to make sure that the home is worth exactly what they are lending you the money for. So say the home, you make an offer on a home that's 400,000 and the appraisal comes back and the appraiser says, hey, Mr. Bank, your Mr. Seller's home is only worth 380 and the buyer offered 400. So you can only give a loan for 380 on this home. At that point, we would have to go back into negotiations with the seller and say, hey, you know, my buyer is not going to come up with this extra 20,000. Your home was mispriced. Let's figure out a number that works for both of us. And we pretty much every time get it back down to that appraised value. So we shouldn't have any problems there, but those are the different ways. And we have a certain time, the appraisal contingency, which is usually 18 days. It hits before the loan contingency hits. So we figure out the inspection during the due diligence period, the appraisal during the appraisal contingency.
Oh, I'm sorry, you're frozen for just a moment.
So we figure out the inspection during the due diligence period, making sure the house is sound, no foundation problems or anything. Then we go to the appraisal contingency, making sure the home is worth the price that you offered, then the loan contingency. And then we go to the closing table where the title actually gets transferred into your name, and our favorite part, getting to hand you the keys. Just also your favorite part after going through the whole transaction.
And so total, with all the contingencies, would that be about a month-long process or?
It is.
Yeah.
It is. 30 days is the typical contract from acceptance to close. There are ways, if we talk to the lender, we can shorten that timeline for you. Say your lease is coming up and you haven't found a house yet. If we get all of your documents into the lender, which you actually probably should start doing now, get all those verified, then all we will need is actually that home that you're going to purchase, and they've already put all of your stuff through what we call pre-underwriting. And then we have a collateral only loan. So the sooner and quicker you are to get all those documents in and get everything signed with us when we start sending you paperwork, the quicker we can close on your home. And we do often close sooner than the timeline if you guys are on board with that.
Okay,
Sweet.
And here's the other thing, your first mortgage payment will be roughly 45 days after you close, right? So let's say your lease is up at the end of April, right? So, you know, in theory, you could close mid-March, right? And have that gap of you're going to still pay your rent. Now you have a gap to move, right? And then you pay your mortgage payment. So, you know, for what we do, there's no rush on anything. Everything is your decision and your choice and your speed. We're here to walk you through the process, but we can be very aggressive and get things done when we need to get them done. My suggestion is make sure everything, as Lauren said, on the lending side, you got them everything that they need. We're going to have a search rolling for you right away. And the
I'm
moment
setting
that-
it up right now.
And the moment that you guys see anything you think you like, you let us know, and we'll go see them. Even if one day you're like, hey, listen, I just want to go out, just take a look. We're not pulling the trigger on anything today. Let's just go see them. That's okay.
Mhm.
Right? We have no problem doing that. Now, do we want to do that? No, just due to efficiency and this and that. But we absolutely will do it for you, just so you know. You can ask us to do anything that you want. We're going to tell you if we feel the other side would go for it or not.
Mhm.
And if you still want to do it, we'll still do it for you. We're just going to tell you what we think is going to happen, right?
Mhm.
So this is your transaction. We're just here to get you to the finish line at the highest possible level of professionalism, efficiency, and at the end of the day, us on the winning side.
Mhm.
Sound good?
Yes.
Cool. Any questions or on anything that you might have in your thought process that we can answer for you right now while you got us? And a lot of the times people will think of questions after. Totally
Yes.
cool. Email us, text us both, text one of us, both of us. It doesn't matter. And by the way, throughout the whole process, you might get communication from Lauren's email. You might get it from my email,
Mhm.
etc. We both see everything. Our transaction coordinators see everything. You have a team in the background working for y'all that is pretty top notch. And so just know that we're both seeing everything. And at any point you can pick up the phone and call either one of us.
And this is why it's awesome to have a great agent or great team behind you, because there are so many moving parts in a real estate transaction. We're dealing with a seller, we're dealing with a buyer, we're dealing with the title company, we're dealing with the lender, and we're dealing with state compliance and making sure that the chain of title and everything is clear, so that when you guys actually do get those keys, there's no hiccups, that home is actually yours. So that's why it's awesome to have us on your side. So we handle all of the negotiations, transactions, and everything. We are the face that you communicate with on a daily basis. We also have assistants that will go and show you houses, because obviously we can't be everywhere at once, which is why we've had to create this team structure with the volume that we do. So when you do go to see a house and you're like, I want to see it today, maybe both of us, maybe one of us isn't available, we have assistants who will go and open that door for you. So you get to go see the house, you direct all questions our way, we negotiate for you and everything. So that's the way that this process will work.
Awesome.
I've seen VA loans either take longer or be more difficult to pass the standards for like appraisal, and like because they're way more picky and they have higher standards for accepting those. So like, have you guys seen that a whole lot, or?
So there are some different things that I've seen in the past, like FHA and VA will require you to repaint some of the things on the side if the paint is falling off the house, or I've also seen if the dirt is too high up off the ground, they will require you to do termite inspection and actually remove that dirt from the side of the house. But other than that, it's super simple. We handle all of that for you. And that responsibility does 99% of the time fall on the seller. So they will be required to do all those repairs and everything in order to actually get the home up to the appraiser's standards and transfer it into your name.
So now that you mention that, I've also heard that sellers, it's like, oh, it's a VA, they don't want to be interested because of that reason. Does that happen?
I mean, in multiple offer situations, sometimes there is misguidance by the seller's realtor and the fact that, oh, a VA loan might not be as strong just because they are zero down. But that was during the pandemic. And the reason that people wanted to see you actually have that money down is because in the event that the seller's home went under contract, and then, they got other offers, or there was an appraisal hiccup or something, then the buyer didn't have the money to come up with the difference or anything like that. And what was happening is appraisals were coming in very low, and you actually needed that large bank account to make up the difference, because there were so many people in the market that could make up that difference and overpay for their house. But now the market has completely changed. You guys are buying at a great time where you're going to get a great deal. You're not going to be likely to be up against multiple offers. I'm not saying it doesn't happen, because there are some really awesome houses out there. compared to the rest of the market that people will make a lot of offers on, but that isn't really happening anymore. And like Lee and I have said, we love working with veterans. We have so much experience with veterans. We will definitely get you guys a great deal and get your VA offer accepted.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
and that's the other thing. We use Jedi mind tricks and other good things like that to get the other side to understand. But again, like we say, your timing's great, for what we're doing right now. So I'm interested to see what you like and what you don't like when the search comes through and you let us know. And my suggestion is you've got a little time, okay? You got a little time, so no huge rush, but we need to have a little sense of urgency, I would think, just to the fact of April is going to be here before you know it. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
we want a good 40 days to be under contract. Therefore, we should really be hardcore within 2 weeks,
For sure.
And the reason why some VA loans take longer is because it really depends on the lender. Now, if you guys went with USAA, I've had a few experiences, not saying that they're not good, but I've had a few experiences where they tell me, the agent, as I've already written a contract, they're like, well, we're going to close in 65 days, or we're going to close in 49 days. And I'm like, well, no, here's the contract. We made it. It's a 30-day normal contract. And then they just can't get it done for whatever reason on their end,
Oh, wow.
high volume or whatever. But I can tell you, we've had so much experience with Veterans United, and they really are great. We've had very few hiccups with Veterans United. So you guys are in good hands no matter what.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And
So I did,
your lender, by the way, sorry to interrupt, your lender's on the ball. He called me right away.
Yeah.
And all that. And
Yeah.
so not everyone does that there. So you're in good hands.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I'm setting up your guys' search right now. Chelsea, I did just send you a text. If you can send me Charlie's email so you guys can both be involved in the home search process if you want. I can have all those emails also sent to her. Another thing to note, when I do send you this email, you are going to first get an email that says you have to opt in to one home. Now, they make it sound like there's going to be a bunch of spam coming your way, but it's really all it is. It's going to send you listings from the MLS. So you have to then opt into the emails. You click opt into all communications. It'll be a little check mark thing. And then the homes will start being sent to your email address.
Okay. I'm checking my email right now.
I haven't sent it yet. I wanted to get
Oh.
Charlie's on there. Did you send me
Got
Charlie's?
you.
Just text her my email.
Okay. Yeah, I'm texting it to you right now.
Cool. You guys excited?
Correct.
So are you guys
Very-
both planning on going on title?
Yes.
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 Is there any benefit or
Are you guys married?
we
Yes.
are? Yes.
Awesome. Congrats. When did you get married?
2018?
Yeah.
Oh, congrats. Before the pandemic. Yay.
Yeah.
You got it right in before that.
Yes.
Didn't have to put it off too long.
Yes, that was nice.
All right, I am sending the opt-in right now. You will be getting it. And then the title of the email will be Homes for Chelsea and Charlie, Team LG at Winning Realty.
Okay.
And the reason we're Team LG is because my name's Lauren Gontero and his is Lee Goldberg. And we're both LG.
Oh, I didn't even notice. That's awesome.
Yeah, worked out.
Awesome. We both
Okay.
set up the opt-in.
All right, perfect. So I'll have these emails go out to you on Thursdays, Saturdays, and Sundays. If for whatever reason they get too annoying or you're not getting enough, please just contact me to change it. Don't opt out, because then again, we're going to have to go through the difficult opting in and opting out process, which this system is not made easy for us.
And we could also turn this on immediately too. It means so the minute that something hits the market, you'll get that.
Mhm.
And
Which I
we have it
usually
that
do
way.
about 30 to 45 days before your purchase.
Right.
All right, I sent that over to you guys. So I do have a map area that spans all the way from a little above Lone Mountain, includes Centennial Hills, Tula Springs, and a little bit of Aliante. These are all very nice developed areas that have a lot of newer homes. I can expand or contract your search area at any time. So if for whatever reason you feel like you're not liking a certain area or want to see more in other areas, please again, just let me know.
Sweet.
Thank
Yeah. Well, you've been fantastic, both of you.
you.
Awesome. Our pleasure. That's what we like to hear. This is what we do. And again, it's all about education. And when you can just get people the right knowledge, this process is really easy. Then it just comes exciting of, hey, let's go look at homes and go find something that we like, you know? So, all right, cool. If you guys have any more questions or any comments, concerns, or
I think we
yeah, I've
covered a
got
good bit.
all right,
Thank you for your time.
absolutely. Thank you for yours. We're excited to be on this journey with you guys. And at any point you have those questions, just send them our way, and we're here for you.
Awesome. Thank you so
All
much.
right, we'll
All right,
talk
y'all.
to you soon.
All right.
Thank you.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.